I think it's helpful to perhaps think about how you're feeling about your child's mental health condition. It might be that you are perhaps concerned how you might be judged by somebody else. So perhaps you feel reticent or worried about sharing that information with your manager. And perhaps something that might help is put yourselves in the shoes of that other, in this case, the line manager. Imagine that was you. How would you feel if somebody were to approach you and share what they were experiencing, share with you how their child was struggling with their mental health? And just think about the empathy and the care that you would show that person. And perhaps that might make it feel a bit easier for you to have that conversation with your manager.
And I guess why you're saying that, Alison, is that too often I think that internally we're concerned what other people are going to think. So if for a moment you can think about how you would approach someone having a conversation with you, you'd obviously be empathetic, you'd listen, you'd respond in a way that was human. And I think sometimes when that situation is with you, it's difficult to think how the other person might respond.
Yeah. So perhaps a few practical pointers is think beforehand about what you want to say and how much you want to share. It might be easier to signal to your manager beforehand, perhaps by email, that you want to have a conversation that is about something that's going on in your personal life and let them know. We also know, and we do hear sometimes it's really hard to approach managers. Some people have got amazing managers who are so supportive, but you might not feel that you are able to have that conversation with your manager. And if so, there are other places to go. So perhaps have a conversation with HR instead of having a conversation with your manager. Perhaps reach out if your organisation has an employee assistance programme. Reach out and get some advice from there.
I think probably the last point to say is you don't solve all the issues in one conversation, and probably the first conversation is the hardest. And just keep communicating.